morning and welcome to the Seneca County Board of Commissioner meeting. It's Thursday, May 2nd. We're starting early, 9 o'clock, and we'll open with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Anybody want to prayer?
I'll take it.
Okay. Thanks, Commissioner.
Bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, please lend your guidance upon as we make decisions today. Also, as we are in the busy planting season, please keep the farmers safe and traffic as they try to go around farm equipment and make it safe for them as they proceed to the destinations. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Good. Roll call.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Here.
Commissioner Schuff?
Here.
Commissioner Frankert?
Here.
This time I'll accept the motion to approve the written minutes of our previous board session from Thursday, April 25th, 2024.
So move.
Second.
Okay, roll call?
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
And I will just preface that the written minutes were because the audio did not record. The video recorded, but not the audio.
I was wondering, is this be a new thing?
Yep, no. Okay, so we just have to call Sandusky County.
Yep, agreement. You got it. Right, he's the official phone guy. That's his
Tori
guy.
called 1-900 numbers last time. So
No.
Right. Please enter your conference room number.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Teresa, good morning. This is Tony, and all three commissioners are here along with Barb, County Administrator, and we'll turn the meeting over to you.
Thank you. Hey, this is Commissioner Zimmerman, and I will welcome everybody here. And you got the Carlos waiting on him, is that correct?
No, I don't know if I don't think him and Jim are going to be able to join.
Okay, all right. So I will ask for a roll call of the people that are present at this time.
Commissioner Paradiso,
Here.
Mr. Schuff,
Here.
Mr. Frankert,
Here.
Mr. Zimmerman,
Here.
Mr. Schwalko,
Present.
Mr. Miller.
Here.
We have someone else join us who joined us? Carlos? Hi, Carlos. Thank you. I wasn't sure if you were going to be able to jump on or not.
Yep, I just get on my calendar, so I was able to do it.
Thank you.
Okay, we're here, Raccoon project number 231. We held a hearing on April 17th of 2024 at the Sandusky County Engineer's Office, and so all the details were presented and preliminary report was given to Sandusky County Engineer, Drainage Engineer, and the Seneca County and Sandusky County Commissioners all approved to authorize the project to move forward. And so at this time, we will have to have two resolutions to do this. From my understanding is that Seneca County will sign this resolution, and then they will get it to the Sandusky County Commissioner's Office, and we will sign it to complete the resolution going forward. So the two resolutions is 2024-141, and it's authorizing the Board of Commissioners finding for improvement on the Raccoon Creek Ditch Project number 231. So I will entertain a motion to approve that resolution. So please have those in Sandusky County.
I'll second. Commissioner Frankert, Seneca County.
It's been moved and seconded. Do we need a roll call vote on that? Roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Zimmerman,
Yes.
Commissioner Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Schwalko,
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso,
Yes.
Mr. Frankert,
Yes.
Mr. Schuff.
Yes.
Okay, resolution is approved, and I say we'll wait for your copy of your signatures on that. The next one is Resolution 2024-142, and it's releasing the bond posted on Raccoon Creek Ditch 231 to Watson Farms Incorporated. So I will entertain a motion for that resolution. Also move Schloto.
Second, Paradiso.
Thank you. Any other discussion? If not, a roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Zimmerman?
Yes.
Commissioner Miller?
Yes.
Commissioner Schloto?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Commissioner Pranker?
Yes.
Commissioner Shaw?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, again, we'll wait for that one. Is there anything else that needs to be taken care of at this time? Carlos, any comments or anything?
No, I was just mainly here to answer any of your questions, if you had any questions regarding the project.
Okay. Are there any questions, any of the commissioners?
Yeah, just one more question for Carlos. Carlos, if you would, what's the next step as far as this timeline? I know it's gonna be a while, but what happens next?
So what we will do with times around my office, we would survey the whole ditch, the 3 miles, actually the 4 miles, main ditch and the lateral. Once we have the survey done, then we'll start the calculations, try to lay this thing out. And what I'll try to do, since I know we're behind, we've been behind a couple of other projects, I'll try to give you an update, maybe in a few months and see where we're at, with some of the other stuff, so we don't get it. I don't want it to take as long as the other ones took, so we'll try to move these along a little bit better. This is a very conventional ditch, if you will. From what we've been hearing, there isn't a whole lot of opposition, and that has already been taken care of. So there's no reason for it to, for us to be able to lay it out faster than some of the other ones. So, but that's the next step. I have about 4 other projects ahead of it. Unless I get a hold of Mark, maybe Mark can do the survey for us.
Yeah.
Speed it up.
He just left and told us how far behind he was, so,
Yeah.
yeah. We get it, it's spring, I know. Well, that's helpful, I appreciate and we would appreciate an update in a few months, so thank you.
Yeah, so that's what we gotta do. So we just gotta keep it moving along. But this one, like I said, this one's not complicated, it's just the time to get it done, that's all.
Any other questions? If not, I will entertain a motion to adjourn the hearing meeting.
So moved, Commissioner Shaw.
Second, Miller, Lefty County. It's been moved and seconded. Is there any other discussion? If not, all in favor, aye? Aye. We are. Yeah, we're good.
Hey,
Thank you.
we'll see all of you in a few hours.
Yes, sir. Yeah, up north, huh?
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
That's how you drive.
Yep, thanks, you too. Okay, so Barb has all the signed
Yep. I'll make sure
paperwork,
that Teresa gets those so that we
joint
can.
ditch hearing, that'll go to Sandusky County and keep things moving. Next, we have a proclamation. It is Motorcycle Awareness Month. I didn't know this, but I've had a motorcycle for over 30 years, but I sold it last year, so. We will have Commissioner Schuff highlight the proclamation. Do we have a representative here?
I don't believe he's here.
Okay, so we might just say a few things. Go ahead, Commish.
I'm not sure if you guys know this or not, but the movie Wild Hogs was actually themed off of Commissioner Paradiso.
But Commissioner Pranger makes a good point with all the farm equipment and implement equipment out there, with all the motorcycles out there. This is, let's play defense as far as driving goes. So go ahead, thank you.
So we have a proclamation for Motorcycle Awareness Month. Whereas Ohio has entered the beginning of a long motorcycle season, when many of its states' 500,000 registered motorcycles will be seen across Ohio roadways, and whereas motorcycle safety is an active duty for anyone on the road, whether on or off a motorcycle. The Ohio Department of Public Safety Director Andy Wilson reminds motorists that safety is everyone's responsibility. And whereas 230 Ohioans were killed in motorcycle-related crashes in 2023, which is a 47% increase from 5 years ago. And whereas many motorcycle crashes are preventable through proper training, equipment, and awareness, Wilson reminds motorists to look twice at intersections and when changing lanes to help save lives. And whereas the Ohio Department of Public Safety's Motorcycle Ohio program is celebrating 36 years of helping keep motorcyclists safe by providing rider training, about 12,000 riders complete the Motorcycle Ohio training courses annually. And whereas we, the Seneca County Commissioners, do hereby proclaim May 2024 as Motorcycle Awareness Month, and witness whereof we, the Seneca County Board of Commissioners, have hereunto set our hand to this proclamation this 2nd day of May, in the year of our Lord 2024, Commissioners Paradiso, Schuff, and Franker.
Okay, good. Any add anything?
I think you hit the point, just, careful
Look
out there.
twice.
Yep, thank you. Commissioner report, go ahead.
Okay.
Next.
Last Thursday, was out to the Sisters in Shelter, had their fundraiser and stuff, with a great event out there, and it was well attended, and had a phenomenal speaker there that night and stuff on it. So yeah, they did a nice job. Monday we had spent the day Board of Revision out touring properties and stuff that people are concerned about the value of the properties and filed to see if there could be any adjustment to their taxes and stuff on it. So we did that on Monday most of the day. And then Tuesday morning we met with Brewer Garrett on finalizing the service agreement stuff with them as we proceed with that part of it. And then yesterday we were down in Columbus testifying as a proponent for Senate Bill 119. That is the landfill that Senator Reineke got passed through the Senate, and it's in the House right now. So they had their 4th hearing, and so there was actually, I'd say, a good 60 people or so that was down there. They chartered a bus and had a big group go down there in support of Senate Bill 119. Had a great turnout. Senator Reineke had a room for the group and fed them some lunch, and had very well attended and stuff with it. Got back from that and jumped right into the Regional Planning Executive Committee meeting, and then brings us up to today. I do want to say that starting this weekend is big time. That's actually where our Sherry's at, is the birding for the starting at all the migrations coming back to Ohio. So it's a big weekend down at the lake and stuff on that. And
Governor's supposed to be at McGee Marsh tomorrow, I believe.
That is exactly. So yeah, so that's fantastic. So yeah, this is the weekend. So keep your eyes out for all the migration coming back. So
We have Orioles now.
It's
always exciting when they show up.
Kind of watch those Canadian geese, those things are aggressive.
Yeah.
You ever been chased by one of those? All right, so last Thursday we had Tourism Council. That was at the T7 Chamber building. Got some tourism updates and numbers. That was our quarterly meeting. Bryce spearheaded that. You have some different people in the industry there as far as the hotels go, and Seneca Caverns. So good quarterly meetings that we have there. I know they did have some issues there as far as some printing and some of the, what's the word I'm looking for here, like the Seneca County Visitor's Guide, but they got it figured out, but let Bryce kind of touch more on that. This Tuesday, we met with Brewer Garrett once again, do our maintenance agreement. It was nice because we had John Logston here in the room, so we continue to communicate on that. It's not like we just had 1 or 2 meetings with these guys. We've been meeting with them pretty periodically and communicating, so that's very important to all of us, I believe. As Commissioner Franker alluded to, yesterday all 3 of us were present down in Columbus in support of Senate Bill 119 and got to hear testimony, and it was a long day, but very, very good, worthy one. So this morning we had a meeting with Mark Zimmerman. Also later today we're going to a CCAO meeting that'll be up north in on Catawba Island. Also later today there's a ribbon cutting for Calm Compass Travel. That's through the chamber. Tomorrow I have Recovery Task Force at noon. There's also a groundbreaking at TU, 4 o'clock tomorrow for their Center of Innovation, and another groundbreaking Saturday for the EMS station out in Seneca Township. So a lot going on here. We've got a pretty loaded end of the week, so a lot going on. Thank you.
Yeah, it is. Just wanted a couple of things for public clarification, Cale. So Saturday morning, we're just doing a photo op at the, it is a groundbreaking. You know, Klaus will be there, we're gonna put the shovel in, we're gonna take a picture, but that's it. So it's just hard getting everybody together. They've already started the construction. So we're gonna sneak the photo in, there'll be a press release that Sherry will put together and send out, kind of teeing that off, just for clarification. And I just wanna, have Commissioner Franker talk about board revisions. This is for the public as well. The, you know, the property tax notices went out. There was shock from a lot of people, 40% increase. And so there's an appeal process. And you've been really busy. I look on the calendar, board of revision. So there are a lot of citizens requesting meetings, right?
Yeah,
You
there's
might want to
quite-
just explain the
Yep.
board and a little bit that process, because we have it, but every 3 years, it really gets busy.
Whenever, yeah, right,
Yeah.
whenever there's a reevaluation stuff, usually what gets everybody.
I think that's it's a good thing
Yeah.
for people to understand.
And so they have up till April 1st to, if you.
We look at
if
you from
disagree-
the auditor.
Yeah, from your, yeah.
I wasn't on that side of that rule.
Anyway, so, basically, when you get your tax bill, and then you can file an appeal through, and then it goes to the Board of Revisions if you disagree with the value that they have on your property then. So then you do that, and then we take, and, all the people who have filed, then we take a tour around, look at the property and stuff on it, and then they come in, and they have a hearing. So you can.
Who's on the board revisions?
So Board of Revisions
Yeah.
is a commissioner,
One commissioner.
the auditor, and treasurer.
Okay.
So that's the-
Commissioner, auditor, treasurer.
Yep, is on the Board of Revision.
Yep, thank you.
So then they have documentation they can provide for the hearing if they want to bring a certified appraiser in to be able to show values, you know, that maybe disagree. They can just show up themselves and plead the case. They can bring anybody with them to provide evidence to show that how they come up with their numbers versus what the auditor
Okay.
did with it. So it's a good process that we didn't, we got quite a few, but Julie thought there might have been 2 or 3
Yeah.
times more than what there was. So fortunately enough, I think that, you know, we all know things have kind of inflated there a little bit. And, you know, some of the stuff is, even some if they do some changes, stuff with it, you know, there's some questions on that, so. That's what it is.
No, that's a great, we have our motorcycle, come on up,
Ed,
please.
yeah.
Yeah, so, we weren't sure if you were coming, so we read the proclamation, but we'd like you to introduce yourself to the commissioners and just,
Okay.
we appreciate you coming, we have a proclamation, we understand the awareness, and it's awesome, so thanks for coming up.
Oh, thank you. My name is Ed Sheeter. I am with Abate of Ohio, which is American Bikers Aimed Towards Education. Since 1978, we've been kind of the watchdog on motorcycle rights and safety here in the state of Ohio. Many of the same issues that the American Motorcyclist Association and the Motorcycle Rider Foundation handle in DC, we handle local issues and state issues. They handle the federal stuff. This has been an ongoing event. I'm from Fostoria. I'm also state executive director of the organization.
Oh, it's an honor to have you here.
Well, it's a title. That's about it. It's almost as prestigious as being a commissioner.
I don't know. Better have your title sometimes.
But I will take this. We are rallying Saturday morning in Sudbury, Ohio at Farrows North. And we will then be riding to the State House where the governor's proclamation will be presented. And then we will present the different proclamations from that we've collected from around the state in support of
Very nice.
motorcycle safety. Thank you. You know, if we can get a few people to look twice, save a life, you know.
Where do we get those yellow signs at?
Those are, I can get you some of those. ODPS actually puts those out. Those are a state, from the highway safety grants pay for those, so.
maybe if you don't make a special trip, let's swing by and drop us off.
Yeah, we can, the small
great.
yard size ones,
Yeah.
or I can also get the
One out.
bigger banner sized ones too.
We'll get one
I do
out
see those
there.
signs
Get up there
out.
on 101, Tony, if it went right by your place there.
Yeah, bring us a banner and a couple signs. I'm
We'll find a good spot for them.
Cool. Thank you.
a
very-
rider, so I appreciate it.
Again, thank you. It's,
Yeah.
we've been doing this for a long time, and, you know, even though motorcycle ridership, the numbers have gone up, that we've got almost 500,000 registered motorcyclists in the state of Ohio now, our accident numbers and our fatalities have been going down. So, you know, these things like this, awareness events and recognition of that do help.
Okay, well, thank you. Do we want to
Get a picture, yeah.
photo?
Yeah,
We'll take a
picture, yeah.
photo. Be great. Thanks for coming over. Come on up.
One in here.
John, did you have a motorcycle? I know Mr. Breidenbach?
I do.
Yeah? Shirley, you did? Yeah. You must have used it.
That's what Kim about
Come on up.
No.
That's awesome. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, thank you.
You were, that's pretty cool. How old were you when you were
Oh,
doing this?
34 years old.
That's really nice. Good for you.
Everything I learned about you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming. Sorry it was.
Appreciate it very much.
Thanks for coming. And,
Again, I
got
appreciate
two
the effort
signs.
you guys
I'll
have
put 'em out. I'll get them around tomorrow. So we've got them. Real thing.
We've done these for, the commissioners have
Yeah,
done these
I
for quite a
remember
few
that.
years in a row now.
We really appreciate it.
All right, well,
Thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
I really had nothing to add in my report because I was with you guys, so back to you.
I don't have a whole lot to report, just that we did receive notice from the Attica Independent Fair that they are requesting their additional funds that the Commissioner's Office always gives them. They're asking-
$3,000?
It's $3,200. $1,600 of it is, I think, the minimum, and we always just give them the extra just because, I mean, it's the fair.
And then we give Seneca County.
Seneca County hasn't
Yeah.
requested, I haven't seen their request yet, but we do the same for Seneca County's fair. So,
We're good.
that's pretty much all I have for my report at this point in time.
Okay, old business, anybody? Anything to bring up? Hearing none, we'll jump into new business. Sup, apps?
Just one for the general fund, for training in the amount of $500. The engineer's requesting this, for one of the gals in tax map to go to a conference so that she can get some additional skills.
Okay. The
Motion to approve the supplemental appropriation for training?
I'll second.
Okay, we have a first and a second. Roll call?
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradisa?
Yes.
And then I only have a few resolutions, so we can do these rather quickly maybe.
Light agenda today?
Yeah. Resolution authorizing a fund advance repayment from the Wolf Creek Ditch Fund to the general fund. This is in the amount of $14,202.31. I'll just give you a little background. Probably 5 or 6 years ago, when the project started, the commissioners advanced quite a bit of money for this, and so then as it's being repaid through the tax bills, the auditor's office sends a request to pay back the money back to the commissioners.
So that would be kind of like that tile project where we're working with them on the.
Correct.
We'll front it and then. over
Correct.
4 or 5 years, 6 years,
Yep.
whatever it is, they'll reimburse it, so years.
Yep.
Great.
Yep, so move.
Second? Second. Roll call?
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Excuse me. Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradisa?
Yes.
Resolution setting date, time, and place to receive sealed bids for County Road 27, County Road 38 pavement resurfacing. This is for the engineer. It will take place here at the County Commissioner's Office. Bids must be received May 16th by 10 a.m.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Roll call?
Commissioner Frankert,
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff,
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso.
Yes.
Resolution authorizing Kathy Oliver, Director of the Seneca County Department of Job and Family Services, to act as the Seneca County Commissioner's designee for approving inter-county adjustments for allocated funds effective July 1, 2024 through June 30th, 2025.
So moved.
Second, Commissioner Franker.
Okay, just a little accounting.
Yeah, it's just so that she doesn't have to come and ask every time there's some money that needs to be moved around.
She does a good job.
She does a very good job out there.
Roll call?
Commissioner Frankert,
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff,
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso.
Yes.
Resolution authorizing the Seneca County Board of Commissioners to enter into a service agreement with the Brewer Garrett Company.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Okay, no discussion. So all this discussion about our buildings and entering into an agreement, a service agreement, a plan to proactively oversee our buildings, is that safe?
Preventative maintenance.
We will have biannual inspections with all kinds of reports, quarterly inspections out at the youth center. We have had a ton of meetings. We had John in here for maintenance. I think we're really feeling pretty good about it,
Yeah.
right? And so this just solidifies everything we've approved and talked about. I guess this is a little different because this is service, right?
Yeah.
So we have the new construction.
Correct.
And this would kind of come out of our maintenance budget. This is more of an ongoing service agreement. We spent a lot of money on service, but we kind of eliminated 10 vendors and put it all together and feel this is the best way to do it. So
Well,
that-
and it'll give us some predictive maintenance costs
along with
for us
some
as
really
well
good
too.
reporting and things that you would just want to have when you have these many buildings and boilers. So I think we all should be commended for it. I think we've spent a lot of time on it. I just want the public to know that what we're doing,
Correct.
so everybody understands. But I think this is really for us. We can't wait to approve this, right?
Right.
Okay. Anybody want to add to that?
No, I
That's
think
good.
as we look at, the control, I mean, it's not so much as just turning the thermostat anymore with this
Oh.
stuff. You got controls, you got zones, it's just a lot more cumbersome than it, used to be. And I think
And more high tech.
Yeah, and I
High-tech.
think the maintenance, the preventative is kind of maybe where we've kind of fallen a little short before. And I think now by entering into this, your chillers and cleaning the vents and screens and all that stuff
Good
will make
stuff.
a big difference. So.
You're the property guy.
I was gonna say, I'm excited about this. Well, the pulse on what's going on. I know Commissioner Paradiso said this over the years. We hate surprises when we get something that goes down, puts a strain on the budget and our resources, and when we have to shuffle people around. And our buildings are probably gonna be in the best shape they've been in. And I think like these guys are gonna give us a report. Like when you go to get your oil changed in your car, they'll give you, hey, here's the level of your tire track. Here's your air filter. Like, so we're gonna have a really in-depth understanding of what's going on at each property. Hopefully no more major surprises, and just we've built really good relationships and bridges with this group, so I'm very excited about it. So
I see Mr. Bradbaugh there, so, when you go to the hospital, they give you a wristband and then they scan. They take a picture every time they scan everything. They actually have scanned, they have barcodes on all our equipment, on everything, on all the furnaces, and anytime they work on them, they're scanning, and it goes into this report, and we will get, technology's come a long way, and it doesn't take a lot of manpower to do that. I mean, they've got it all. So it's kind of, it's putting us in modern times. But anyhow, enough of that. I think the reason we're saying is just to vent a little bit because we're excited, but also we want the public to know what this says, so.
guaranteed payback and over. I mean, it's going to save taxpayer dollars once it's going to pay itself off, and then beyond there, it's going to save a lot of money.
So we have first, second, we had discussion, roll call.
Commissioner Frankert,
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff,
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso.
Yes. Good job.
That's all I have.
Okay, so we'll open up to the public for any comment. Anybody want to add anything? John Spar.
Good morning.
EMA.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring you up to date. Yesterday, we had the Local Emergency Planning Commission held their annual exercise. It was a tabletop exercise. It was in Bloomville, Bloom Township Volunteer Fire Department. They did not know what the exercise was going to be. I wrote the exercise and facilitated it, and it went well, and we passed. I picked anhydrous ammonia since that's what we deal with most on our roads. It's in all the fields around here. We've got tanks everywhere, so they dealt with a rollover of a semi-truck leaking anhydrous ammonia. They did a great job. Involved was obviously Bloom Township Fire Department. The ODOT was there. Seneca County General Health District was there. The Sheriff's Office was there. Red Cross was there to manage the sheltering portion of it. And then we had the Ohio State Emergency Response Commission representative was there. She's the one who takes back all that information to the state, writes up a report, and submits it for their bi-monthly meeting, and it'll be approved, and we'll pass our annual exercise. Also, I'd like to thank publicly the Wood County EMA. They came down and helped me with evaluation, as well as Hancock County EMA and Tiffin Fire Department. Matt Gray was one of my other evaluators. So it was a successful exercise, and we got that done. There was one other thing. I don't know if you know this or not, but Tuesday they came and ground up our parking lot, and Wednesday paved it, and in a couple days we'll be able to park on it again. Great. So that's getting done, and it looks good, and it's going to look great for the fair, and we're looking forward to seeing the building come up.
Got there.
Right? Yeah.
And hopefully Lynn let you guys know, because like, I got a call, and then I think the next
They showed up at 1, and she got a call at 4, and I had pulled in, because I had a meeting that morning, and I pulled in, and they're like, hey, can you guys move these vehicles? I was like, yeah, great. What are we doing? What's happening? So they got it done quick.
So refresh me on the, okay, so we have this annual, what do we call this?
The LEPC exercise.
Yes, the exercise. And then, is that a EMA State of Ohio requirement?
It is a CERC and EPA requirement, because we receive grant funds from...
Is that part of your, is that part of a plan or anything, or that?
It is the hazmat plan that I submit every year. So what we do is we exercise the plan. We're not testing the fire department. We're not testing the other agencies involved. We're making sure that our plan is up to date and fits. Do we find any holes in it? And that way we can fix it. But it's a requirement of the grant money that we receive annually through. When a company has extremely hazardous materials, and Seneca County has a lot of those companies, when they file, they pay a filing fee, and we get some of that money back into our grant, and it's dispersed every year, and that helps us fund training. We actually did find a hole in our plan. When there's an incident, the incident commander, which is usually the fire chief or his representative, will post up in one spot. The question has always been, how do you find that incident commander? When you're calling in agencies from around the area who don't know the person individually, how do they find the incident commander? Well, the hole we found was that most places, and it's kind of standard across the firefighting community, is that truck where the incident commander is has a green light. So all you have to do is look for the green light, and that's where you're going to find the guy in charge. So you can check in, say, hey, Red Cross is here, where do you want us? CERT's here, where do you want us, etc. EPA, and we don't generally use that. It's not written in our plan to use a green light on the trucks, but it is an acceptable expense for our LEPC funds. So our Seneca County LEPC is going to purchase those green lights for all of our fire departments in the county, so that we're all doing the same thing all the time, and then write it into the protocol. So that's one of the things we found during our exercise yesterday. There's a perfect example of why we do these. And yes, it is required. It's a 4-year cycle. You do a tabletop, a functional, and then a full scale, and we did our full scale last year. And then you can do any of those in your 4th year. So we did another tabletop. The next one we're going to do is a functional. We're going to have an EOC exercise where we test the EOC and use a hot cell outside, see how the EOC runs. Then we'll start that 4-year cycle all over again. So that's where we're at.
Good job. Yeah, nice.
And that's all I wanted to report.
Thank you.
Since we got that done yesterday. Thank you very much, Commissioners.
That's real good, John. Anybody else? We good?
Adam, you don't have anything today? No?
So our next meeting,
Next meeting is a regularly scheduled meeting. Since the last few have been rearranged. Yeah, next meeting will be the 9th, 10 a.m.
okay, Thursday 9th at 10, same spot. Thank you, meeting adjourned.